Hi, this is my week. This is my final week reflection video on the Peaceful Warrior immersion. And as what we have done like previously, this week we've done the meditation, archery, yoga, and Toshindo. But what's a little bit different is that this week on Toshindo we did the void element, which is basically the element that combines all of the elements that we have done in the first 3 weeks, which are fire, water, earth, and wind. So, which means being in the void element, which means that you have to be able to transfer to any other four elements at any time for different under different situations. And what I realized was that it's actually very difficult for me to do that, because like I would rather to go with one like solution to all the problem, because that would be much easier for me to deal with the problem. It would be much harder for me to deal with different problems with different solutions. And so I think like doing the void is a little bit challenging for me, but I mean it's definitely fun. And also we have done the test with the electric knife, and I think that's something that really got me out of my comfort zone, like for sure. Because I mean it's just like, because before the electric knife was brought up to the class in the Toshindo, everybody was just thought it's just gonna be a normal Toshindo practice, and nothing's gonna be very serious, and we are not gonna be exposed to a relatively threatening situation to us. But when the electric knife was introduced, it was just like, for me at first, I was definitely nervous. I was super nervous. I don't want to get caught by that. But actually, when I was up there and doing the wind element and trying to get away from that, like, I mean, I got caught for once, but that was actually, it wasn't that bad. Like, because when I was there, when I tried to pay more attention to the attacker's movement, that's why I got caught. But like, if I was just being aware of the environment, not just being self-aware, but like actually being aware of the entire environment, the entire vibe in the dojo, then that's where that's where I got away from the electric knife. And I think that's actually a very good experience for me, because that's probably something that I would never done in my life otherwise, because I don't want to get cut by a knife anyways. So and also this final week, I don't know, it feels kind of like, maybe it's because of the element that we're doing is a void. It's basically like a like empty element that could be any element at any time. So I feel like the energy in our room was kind of like leaked. And I mean, like, there's also other reasons too, like our other immersions that traveling around the world, they came back, and also like energy in this room maybe got disturbed a little bit by other groups. And what I think like got me most was, when I realized that was the final week, that was the last week of this immersion. I don't know, I feel kind of like bad, and I feel kind of sad, because in this immersion, it's not just an immersion where it teaches you something, but like it's an immersion that actually help you to be something. It's not just like telling you something that like telling you to be a good person or what, but like it's actually making you to be a good person, to be a better person. And I mean, it's just something like you can never feel this um experience without actually experiencing it. So I mean, like there's a lot of things that I can't really like describe in words, because if you want to get the same feeling, you have to actually put yourself into those activities and to physically and also like just immersively to experience it. And I think that's like the most direct way, the most direct way, and also the most effective way to get something out of it. And I mean, yeah, throughout this immersion, I think I have, like, first of all, I have just like uh break down all my old personal philosophies and all my old personal ego principles. I just broke them down into pieces, and then throughout this immersion, I just kind of just like put them together and make a new philosophy. I kind of just made a new self after the immersion, because I think I threw away some stuff that I do not need to myself, and I think that I actually got something that I think I may need for myself from this immersion. And like what I said on my first, I think that's the first reflection video, like I was asking myself like, who am I? But it's not like I was not asking this question. I was not like trying to make it a rhetorical question where there is no answer for this question, but like I'm trying to say that like I was trying to determine like who am I, like as a human being, or like who am I as a Chinese. And I think like I this immersion actually like showed me a direction of where to go to find the answer. And I think there's, of course, like there's a lot of things that I have to still to keep up to. I have to just um there's a lot of things that I have to do for to actually find the answer for that question. But I think this immersion is definitely a fabulous start. It's brilliant. It's just something that I wouldn't trade anything for. So, yeah, I mean, it was a precious time with such a good peers in this group, and also with such good instructors like Mr. Squires and Mr. Jacob in this class. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that how I'm gonna be like maybe a year later, maybe 2 years later, maybe 3 years later, maybe after I come back and talk to Mr. Squires. And I think that would be the time that we're gonna see if I have changed ever since the immersion or not. And yeah,